All right, this is the Three Little Pigs. And on the cover, you can see the three pigs, and they're carrying vegetables in their hands by Paul Gadon. And you can see the clovers, that means a sign of luck. And ladybugs are also a sign of good luck. The Three Little Pigs, 1, 2, and 3. Once upon a time, there was an old sow with three little pigs. She had no money to keep them, so she sent them off to seek their fortune. You can see them seeking off. She's sad. Whoa. She's sad and crying. The first little pig met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, "Please, man, give me that straw to build my house." And a bundle is when things are in something together. So this one thing that's wrapped around is holding all of the straw together, which is creating it to be a bundle instead of a pile. So the man did, and the little pig built his house with it. Along came a wolf. He knocked at the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the pig, "not by my hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. You can see he's trying to talk to him through the door. So the wolf huffed and puffed, and he blew the house in, and he ate up the first little pig. You can see the pig getting eat up and blown away and everything right there. The second little pig met a man with a bundle of sticks and said, "Please, man, give me those sticks to build me a house." You can see he has it in a bundle. It's a bunch of sticks. So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. Then along came the wolf and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. You can see they looking at each other, talking through the window. No. And that's him. And he blew him in. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and at last the house blew in, and he ate up the second little pig. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks and said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build me a house." All right, so a load is something that'll be carried to other objects. So this wagon is a load barrier for the load thing, like, the bricks needed to be carried by something because they were too heavy. So the wagon is used to carry the bricks, made it a load of bricks. A load of bricks, okay. So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. Now that's a nice house. That looks like my house. Soon the same wolf came along and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. And that's them talking through his nice bricked house. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed. But he could not blow the house in. He looks really angry. At last, the wolf stopped huffing and puffing and said, "Little pig, I know where there is a nice field of turnips." "Where?" said the little pig. "On Mr. Smith's farm," said the wolf. "I will come for you tomorrow morning. We will go together and get some turnips for dinner." "Very well," said the little pig. "What time will you come?" "Oh, at 6 o'clock, said the wolf. You see, he looks a little sneaky. Well, the little pig got up at 5, and he went to Mr. Smith's farm and got the turnips before the wolf came to the house. Now, tell me, or tell your neighbor, why do you think the pig went before the wolf. Why do you think that? All right. I think he's trying to avoid something. Avoid means stay away from it. All right. Little pig, are you ready? Asked the wolf. The little pig said, Ready? I have been and came back again. And I got a nice pot of turnips for my dinner. The wolf was very angry, but then he thought of another way to get the little pig. So he said, Little pig, I know where there is a nice apple tree. Where? Said the pig. Down at Mary Garden, replied the wolf. I will come for you at 5 tomorrow morning, and we will go get some apples. Well, the little pig got up the next morning at 4 o'clock and he went for the apples. He wanted to get back home before the wolf came, but it was a very long way to Mary Garden. And, th- and then he had to climb the tree. Just as he was climbing back down with the basket full of apples, he saw the wolf coming. Uh-oh, what do you think is going to happen next? Little pig, the wolf said, you got here before me. Are the apples nice? Yes, very, said the little pig. I'll throw one down to you. And he threw the apple as far as he could throw. While the wolf ran to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran home. Now, why do you think the little pig did that? Is the little pig trying to avoid? What is he trying to avoid? He keeps trying to leave, when they're just hanging out. The next day, the wolf came again and said to the Little pig, there is a fair at Shanklin's this afternoon. Would you like to go? Oh, yes, said the little pig. When will you come get me? At 3, said the wolf. All right. Well, the little pig went off at 2 o'clock and brought a butter churn at the fair. And he was going home with it. When he saw the wolf coming, the little pig jumped into the butter churn to hide. The churn fell over and rolled down the hill with the little pig in it that frightened the wolf so much that he turned around and ran home. After the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him what had happened, a great round thing came rolling down the hill right at me, the wolf said. Ha, I frightened you then, said the little pig. I went to the fair and brought a butter churn, and I saw you. I got into it and rolled down the hill. The wolf was very angry indeed. I'm going to climb down your chimney and eat you up, he said. Uh-oh, what do you think's going to happen? He's going down the chimney. When the little pig heard the wolf on the roof, he hung on a pot fell full of water in the fireplace. Then he built a blazing fire. Just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little pig took the cover off of the pot, and in fell the wolf. The little pig quickly put on cover again, boiled up the wolf, and ate him for supper. Ah, look. And that's the end. Now, tell me, why do you think the pig knew to avoid the wolf? What made the pig know that he needed to be avoided or he was going to die or something?